are doing very well. Today, we are on Unit 3 of English. It's titled, The Glorious Whitewasher. This is a hilarious story that is taken from the original The Adventures of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain. Let me tell you a little bit about the author. Mark Twain was born in the year 1835 in a small town in Florida. Did you know that this is not his real name, but his pen name? Mark Twain is the pen name of the writer Samuel Clemens. There is a little backstory about him selecting this pen name. Before that, what is a pen name? It is the name that an author adopts for himself or herself as the name that they want to be known by. Samuel Clemens was a licensed river pilot, and Mark Twain is a sailor's cry that means that the river is safe for navigation. That's how he chose the pen name Mark Twain for himself. He is a much loved author all around the world, especially by children. Let me give you a peek into the adventures of Tom Sawyer. Tom Sawyer is an imaginary boy and a very mischievous one. He stays with his Aunt Polly and his half-brother Sid. One day, he was caught doing some mischief and Aunt Polly decides to punish him. Can you guess what the punishment is? To whitewash the fence. And of course, Tom is not very happy about it. Why don't you pause the video right now and go into your textbook and read the story for yourself? You will find out that Tom Sawyer was not just another mischievous boy. He was a very clever boy, much cleverer than all his friends. Now, let's get into the new words and meanings section. A list of words and their meanings are given. You know the drill. Go through their meanings and use them in your own sentences. That's how these words are going to remain in your vocabulary. I have picked out two words for you. One is fragrance. Fragrance means a pleasant smell. Now, let's use that in a sentence. When I entered the room, I was able to smell the fragrance of fresh flowers. The second word is jeer. That means to make a rude comment or remark. Let me use that in a sentence. It's not good to jeer at anyone. Let's look at an exercise that's given on page number 31. It's about adding a prefix to a word to form its opposite. What is a prefix? A prefix is a set of letters that you add at the start of the word. Let's look at this exercise. The first one, dash plus wanted, gives the opposite. Here we are trying to choose between two prefixes, un or mis, un or miss. What do you think is a prefix that should be added with wanted to get its opposite? You're right, it is un. Let's write that down. Un plus wanted gives unwanted. The next one, dash plus judge. Miss plus judge. Let's write it down, mis. This gives the opposite word, misjudge. Third one, dash plus quote gives the opposite word. It is mis. Let's write that down, mis plus quote gives misquote. The fourth one, dash plus hook. What do you think is a prefix? It is un. Un plus hook gives unhook. Fifth one, dash plus treat. Miss plus treat gives mistreat. Sixth one, dash plus deniable. Un plus deniable gives undeniable. Seventh one, dash plus understand. Miss plus understand gives misunderstand. 8. Dash plus satisfied. Un plus satisfied gives unsatisfied. You can also use dis here, dis, but what we have to choose from is un or miss. So we choose un, unsatisfied. Ninth one, dash plus just. Un plus just gives unjust. 10th one, dash plus read, miss plus read, misread. We can also add some suffixes to some words to form new words. Suffixes are letters that we add at the end of the word. The two suffixes that we are looking at today are ness and ment, N-E-S-S and M-E-N-T. Let's look at the exercise. This is on page number 32. Number 1, place plus dash. Which suffix do you think fits here, ment or ness? It cannot be place ness. How about placement? Yes, that's correct. Let's write M-E-N-T and reach the right word, placement. The second one, kind plus dash. Kind plus ness, kindness. Third one, adjust plus dash. Ment or ness? It's ment. Adjust plus ment, adjustment. Fourth one, it's similar. Move plus dash. Move plus ment, movement. Fifth one, weak plus dash. Weak plus ness, weakness. Sixth one, achieve plus dash. Achieve plus ment gives achievement. Seventh one, nourish plus ment, nourishment. Eighth, willing plus ness, willingness. Ninth, punish plus ment, punishment. 10th, banish plus ment, banishment. There are some comprehension questions as well, as always at the end of the lesson. Here, when you read the story, you have to pay good attention because some of those comprehension questions are based on the dialogues from the story. Go ahead and answer them for yourself. When in doubt, you know what to do. Go back and read the story again. Now let's move to the grammar section. It's about nouns. Now you might be thinking, I know what a noun is. A noun is a name of a place, animal, thing or place, right? Today we are going to look at collective nouns. There are these nouns that are used for a group of persons, things, places, etc. These are called collective nouns. There are specific collective nouns for specific nouns. By practice, you will be able to tell which is the correct collective noun for a certain noun. We have this exercise given here. Before that, I'll give you a couple of examples. A colony of ants. Now, colony is the right collective noun that is used for a group of ants. Another one is a swarm of bees. Now, let's get into the exercise that's on page number 34. Number 1. Tom had to tackle a flight or fleet of stairs to get to the roof. The noun here is stairs. We have to choose the right collective noun for stairs. The correct collective noun for stairs is flight. So we say, Tom had to tackle a flight of stairs to get to the roof. Let's go to the second one. A caravan or herd of camels passed by our camp. A group of camels is called caravan. So the answer is a caravan of camels passed by our camp. Third one. Geeta was interviewed by a panel or army of experts. A group of experts is called a panel of experts. So we say Geeta was interviewed by a panel of experts. Fourth one. On our trip to the zoo, we came across a pride or tower of giraffes. A group of giraffes is called a tower of giraffes. So that's the answer. On our trip to the zoo, we came across a tower of giraffes. Fifth one. A murder or brood of crows were cawing in front of our house. What is the collective noun for crows? It is murder. A murder of crows were cawing in front of our house. Sixth one. The archer stepped out on the field with his bow and cluster or quiver of arrows. A collection of arrows or the collective noun for arrows is quiver. So that's the answer. The archer stepped out on the field with his bow and quiver of arrows. Nouns can also be classified into countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Countable nouns are those nouns that can be counted. Example, apple. Can you count apples? Of course you can. So when a noun is countable, it can be said in a singular way or a plural way. It has both singular and plural forms. Apple is the singular form, apples is the plural form. When a noun is uncountable, it is called an uncountable noun. An example would be milk or oil or knowledge. Another thing that you can keep in mind is that you use many to denote a countable noun. Example, many people, many apples. And we use the word much to denote an uncountable noun. Example, he had much knowledge in the area. There wasn't much oil in the jar. Now that you learned the concepts, let's get into the exercise part. The first one is to pick out what is a countable noun and what is an uncountable noun. That's pretty straightforward and easy. Go ahead and do it by yourselves. I will help you with the second one. Let's turn to page 35. Section G. Read the sentences given below and fill in the blanks with much or many. 1. There are dash houses in this colony. What is the noun here? Houses. It's plural. So what word would you use? Many or much? It's many. So the answer is many. There are many houses in this colony. Likewise, let's solve the rest of them. Second one, there isn't dash money left in my pocket. Money is given in singular form and it is uncountable. So we say much. There isn't much money left in my pocket. Third one, dash children gathered for Jaya's birthday celebration. Many children. That's right. Let's go on to page 36. Fourth one, I have spent dash of my time reading books. I have spent much of my time reading books. Time is not countable. It is an uncountable noun. Fifth one, Geeta has returned to Hyderabad after dash years. After many years. Years is countable and it's plural. Sixth one, there is not dash milk left in the jar. This is easy. There is not much milk left in the jar. At the end of the lesson, you will also find a communication section which has to do with listening, speaking and writing. Follow the instructions and do all of them. Use your notebooks wherever necessary. Your learning doesn't have to stop with this textbook. You can go and explore and learn more of any of these concepts that we learned today. Happy learning!